Willard Saulsbury Sr. was Delaware's 24th senator, and he served 2 full terms from 1859 to 1871. Saulsbury was born in Kent County, Delaware. He went to college at Dickinson and then Newark. He studied law, passed the bar, and set up a practice in Georgetown. In 1850, he became Delaware Attorney General, and in 1859, he was elected to the United States Senate. He was re-elected in 1865, but in 1871, he lost to his brother, Eli, which is a funny story, and I'll get to it in a minute. But first, we need to talk about booze. You see, Willard Saulsbury was a Democrat, so he disagreed with President Lincoln on most issues. That's not unique to Saulsbury. All Democrats did. He was also an alcoholic who regularly showed up in the Senate chamber drunk. That is also not unique to Saulsbury. In this era, lots of senators showed up to work drunk on a frighteningly regular basis. But while most drunk senators just slept at their desks or gave incoherent speeches, Saulsbury got angry. In one notable incident from 1863 documented by the Senate Historical Office, Saulsbury was in the midst of another anti-Lincoln tirade when Vice President Hannibal Hamlin said he was out of order and told him to sit down. When Saulsbury refused, Hamlin ordered the sergeant-at-arms, a man called George T. Brown, to physically remove Saulsbury. At which point, Saulsbury said, let him do so at his expense, and then pulled a pistol and pointed it at Brown. He narrowly avoided expulsion for that one. And so that brings us to the election of 1871. The Delaware legislature was understandably hesitant to elect Saulsbury, or to be more accurate, hesitant to elect Willard Saulsbury. The first several votes were split between him and his brother Gove Saulsbury, who was at the time governor of Delaware, and presumably wasn't prone to drunken outbursts. But wait, I can hear you saying, I thought you said he lost to his brother Eli. And you're right, I did say that. You see, there was a third brother, Eli Saulsbury, who was also running. On the first several ballots, he was a distant third place. Governor Gove was leading, but was 1 vote short of the required majority. Recognizing his inevitable loss, Willard surrendered. But since he was pissed off at Gove for what he considered betrayal, he directed his supporters to vote for Eli, which they did, and Eli became the next senator. So technically, Eli defeated Willard, but really the two of them worked together to defeat Gove. So Willard Saulsbury left the Senate in 1871. In 1873, he was appointed to a seat on the Delaware Court of Chancery, and he held that post until his death in 1892. His son, Willard Saulsbury Jr., would go on to become a senator.